Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chloe and today I'm going to be doing a video on how I record my YouTube videos and how I edit them. So I get this question quite a bit and I haven't made a video on this honestly for no reason in particular. I know a lot of people use iMovie and I'm going to start off by saying I don't use iMovie. I personally did not find it very straightforward. I found it really complicated actually, even though it definitely isn't. I was really looking for a program that was something that I could figure out quickly, because when I decided that I wanted to start my YouTube channel, it was kind of one of those things that was spur of the moment. So I wanted something that I could pick up on as spur of the moment as when I filmed my first video. And if you look at my first video, no, the editing is not amazing. I went kind of ham with editing because I had never done anything like this before, but I just did it. And I found this program to be the easiest to use for when I first did it. I ended up going with Vllo, V-L-L-O, and it has like a little fish emoji in the App Store. I don't know if it's for Androids as well. What I really liked about it was that it was $10 for life. So if you have an iCloud, with your iPhone, I'm assuming it's an iPhone editor, I'm not sure. I hope it's not, so that more people can use it, because I really do like it, but it did transfer that information from my iCloud that I had already purchased it when I got a new phone. So because of that, I didn't really run into any issues of needing to purchase it again or trying to find it. It was just in my previously downloaded area. That is a really good price for video editing software, especially one that's really simple to understand. I'm gonna go over what I use the most and just the different features of it, and I'm also probably gonna put an awkward video of me right here or wherever, just showing and demonstrating how these different things work on the app. So the first feature that I use on Vllo is BGM, and BGM is their feature where you can add music into your video. So the cool thing about this is that they have a lot of royalty-free music, and if you don't know, you cannot legally use artist music that is not royalty-free. So like, let's say you wanted to put WAP on the back of your video, it would not work. Like you could upload it with WAP, but what's gonna happen is that it's basically going to get taken down by YouTube or demonetized if you are monetized. So I don't want that, you don't want that, so I just don't recommend doing it if you can do it without getting flagged by YouTube. It's just not a good idea. And that goes for even small artists. You will get, I don't know if they call it a strike or something, but I know that basically it will be a, let's refer to it as a strike because I don't know the correct terminology, but like you'll get a strike and you have 3 of them and then you're out of YouTube. So basically it's just not a good idea. You want to use royalty free, and they have a lot of options that they frequently update, which is nice because when I first got Vllo like a year and a half ago when I started my YouTube, there was really trash options. Like it was like the same elevator music, and now they do seasonal music, they do new music, so they're kind of always updating the app, and I've noticed it's gotten significantly more user-friendly since I first got it, so I really love it for that reason. I always like a company that's looking to do something a little bit better and kind of taking the feedback that they're getting from creators and, you know, changing and updating things here and there. You can also use BGM for iTunes music, which you have purchased, but I don't think you can use that on YouTube still, so I don't really know why that's there. Maybe for personal videos, but I don't recommend putting your iTunes music behind videos. And you can also adjust the volume. So I usually do a 3% volume behind my videos if I do add music, because I don't want it to be too much. I put 7% once, and then my dad was watching my YouTube and he was like, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chloe. He was like, the music's probably way too loud to hear what you're saying. So I got some honest feedback. You know, family most of the time is just gonna tell you how it is, and my dad said it was way too loud. I went back, it was a little too loud. So I would say between 3 and 5% is gonna be a sweet spot for your volume of music behind your videos. I'm gonna get into the next thing now because I've been talking about this for a while, though it is one of the bigger features that you would probably use. The next thing that you can use is sound effects, where they have a whole library of kind of movie sound effects. I feel like that'd be super corny, but if it's for you, it's for you. And it is an option on there. So the last thing on the left-hand side of the screen is gonna be voiceovers, where you can add a voiceover. It's really straightforward. Behind whatever. So let's say you're making a DIY video or you're demonstrating something and you're not talking, you could have some music on in the background a little bit, and then you could also do a voiceover. So you can edit and delete it as many times as you need to until it's not let's say like awkward, because I feel like voiceovers are super awkward when you're first filming them, just like YouTube can be. So yeah, you can update it as many times as you want before you upload it to YouTube and download it to your library of videos. As long as you do it before that, you can change it as many times as you want. So those are the 3 features on the left-hand side. Now I'm going to get to the ones on the bottom of the screen, which you're going to use the most. So as you can see on the bottom right-hand side of my screen, I have added a sticker, which is the next feature. And stickers are really cool because you can put your @ you could put follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it's gonna be, or you can add animated stickers and you could do all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, I have used them in the beginning of videos in the past. I probably wouldn't again, but I have done it in the past. The next really cool feature, this is one that I use very, very frequently, which is text. And text, you can add corrections, like you could put a note at the bottom or a comment. I'll give a real life example of something that I might say. So let's say that I'm saying, oh, I think that this vendor, their minimum order quantity is $200, but it's actually $400. Then I could put a note at the bottom with the text tool that it's actually $400. A really, really easy way to correct yourself if you say something that is not accurate, or if you want to add a comment and you just were like, oh, I could have said that differently. It's a great tool for that. So the next feature, which I also use quite a bit for photos, is PIP. And PIP is where you can insert a photo, you can insert another video over your video, or let's say in the corner of your video, which I'm going to be doing throughout this video anyways. I'm using PIP for this. So PIP is really cool for that. It's a really easy thing to use, and it's really user-friendly. It's like inserting a photo onto anything, like how you would upload a profile picture. It would just say, can they access your camera roll? And then you say yes, and then you add either the video or the photo that you want to add. You can also add a GIF, which I don't know in what scenario you would do that. I've seen some like meme channels do that, like the Kim Kardashian crying kind of GIF. But I don't know if that's your vibe of your channel. I have never used it, but I've used the photo and video feature on there multiple times. And it's really good, really easy, really straightforward. The next feature is filter, which has 2 different meanings on Vllo. One of them is a legitimate filter, like turning the screen black and white. Or another one would be blurring something out. So let's say that you have a license plate in a video, you want to blur it out. You do want to do that for legal reasons. Or let's say that you have a logo, which you also, depending on the scale of your channel, you might want to blur out a logo. Or if you have something inappropriate in a video and you want to blur it temporarily, you could do that too. So there's a lot of cool things you could do with that, though I use that probably the least of stuff that I actually use. It's really good for stuff like that. So that is it for the features on the left and the bottom side of the screen. Now I'm gonna get to when you actually click on the video. Now I don't mean the upper video part where you see your face or whatever your video is starting with. I mean the bar below that shows your actual video. My favorite feature that I use a ton, like more than any feature I've ever used on Vllo, is split. And split allows you to split parts of your video. So you can click split, you can pause first and then click split. And then basically what that's gonna do is it will allow you to get rid of parts of the video that are unwanted. Also, I'm so sorry if you hear dogs barking in the distance. A lot of people have dogs around here and they just go crazy. So I'm actually gonna go close the door. I'm sorry until this point. Anyways, split is great for things like what just happened. I swear I didn't plan that, but where you need to get up in a video, let's say you want to get a cup of water, somebody walks in, let's say somebody walked into my front door right now and I don't want that in the video, I can split the video, delete that part of the video, and then now it's like a whole video that was never interrupted. Another feature on the bottom hand bar of actually clicking on the video is mute, which is really self-explanatory. You can just mute your video. And if you have a little segment that you've split, like let's say the video is this long and you want this part muted, you can click on that one part and mute it. So that's always really cool too. You're not always going to use split to delete something. You might use it just to add another feature like lowering the volume, which I'm going to get to in a minute, or muting something. Now, volume is what I'm going to go into next, which goes from 0 to 500%. Your video is always going to start at 100%, which is the volume that you're actually talking at. And sometimes, like if you're like me, I don't speak very loud. I think the biggest critique I've gotten from jobs is that I have projection issues because that's genuinely my biggest issue with anything is when I talk to people, I talk at a pretty low volume. I'm not very loud and I don't project a lot. So because of that, all of my videos are actually at 500% so that I sound louder. And then if you play my video on your phone or on a TV or computer, you can turn it up yourself, but it's already gonna be at a normal volume. So I'm just matching people's normal talking volume, but it's not a bad thing to do because people could always turn down your video if you sound a little bit too loud. And so I always go to 500% for every video. And it also makes it to where when you add music, the music is not overbearing. The next thing you can use is speed, which I have used in the past for videos like Day in the Life of an Entrepreneur. And I did that because I did clips that were like 5, 10, 15 minutes long and I wanted them to be 30-second clips. So you can use speed for that. You can use speed to slow something down, and I don't know in what scenario you might need that for. I don't think I've used it for that, but I know that I've used it for whenever I'm doing like a longer video and there's clips where I'm not talking and I'm just showing you something. I might put it at the fastest speed possible to make sure that the video is not an hour. So the next feature that I've never used is duplicate. For the duplicate feature, it allows you to duplicate clips that you already have. I don't know in what scenario you would do this either, but it's there and available if you want to use that. So if I had split my video right here until right now when I'm talking and I wanted to duplicate that, you could do that and it's super easy. So that's a really cool tool for you if you ever need that feature. So the last really cool feature is that in between clips that you've split, because most videos will have quite a few splits in them, you can actually do transitions. So let's say that your intro in the beginning is 20 seconds, and after those 20 seconds, you're gonna go into talking. If you wanna do a smooth transition, they allow you to fade out into your next video. It allows you to do like a swirly on the screen. I don't know how to explain it, but basically you could do all kinds of things that will make the video transition a little bit more smoothly. Now, like, I wouldn't say for every part of a video, because if in between every split I did a transition, that would look really weird. But in the beginning or end of videos, or especially if you're inserting a clip of doing something in a video, you might want to transition in and out of that a little bit more smoothly than just harsh cuts in the clip. That is honestly all I have for you guys for this video. I hope it was helpful if you're looking to start YouTube or you haven't found a program that you like with YouTube. I do everything from my phone and I don't really see that changing. I love the convenience of filming on my phone and then taking the video that I filmed and just dropping it into Vllo. And once you're done filming your videos, you can actually download your videos through Vllo, and it takes, let's say like if you have a 5-minute video, it's gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes to download. But if you have a 20-minute video, it's gonna take about, I would say like 7 or 8 minutes to download. And it is just such a straightforward app and I love it. I really highly recommend it. They are always changing it and making it better than it was the month before. And even like the movie sound effect feature, it was never as high tech as when I just checked it out right now. So I imagine that it's gonna be an app that's gonna be around. I think it was really awkward for me in the beginning trying to figure out editing, and I still feel awkward because you never know if you want to add music for a video, you never know if it's needed for a video, or just kind of what direction editing wise you're gonna go in. Because I could make my channel, though it's like fairly boutique and financial related, I could make it like super stupid entertaining by, you know, adding memes and stuff in between. But I don't know, I just feel like that's not my editing style, so I don't do that because I feel like it would show that that's not my editing style. And I'm not trying to be anything I'm not on here. I just edit what feels right to me, and then that's what you guys see. So it might actually be helpful if you guys left comments down below about if you prefer music in the background of videos, if the music disturbs the videos, and what kind of editing you guys like, because this video has been really highly requested, and I feel like it would be good input for people looking to edit videos, including myself, to know what is actually desirable and what is not from people watching. I will see if I can find a link to them. It's not an affiliate link, but I will see if I can find one to them to the App Store, because it would probably make your guys' life easier. It's spelt really weird, so I feel like I'd get comments like, how do I find this? But yeah, I'll try to find a link, and if I do, it will be down below. I also have had new social media for about 3 months, and so any videos in the past with my social media, I should just update, but I know I forget everything, so I'll just put my new social media below. My Violet Moon is still the same. My actual personal Instagram is different. And if you guys want to follow me, that would be super cool. If you don't, also super cool. Doesn't really matter. I post like the stupidest of things on there, so doesn't matter. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be uploading twice a week, so if you like this content or if you like any of my other content, I will be uploading all kinds of content from here on out very consistently, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching.